Hey guys, hope you're having a great day. I want to talk to you a little bit about testing right now because it's getting so much attention in the news. And I think there's a few things to consider when it comes to testing and COVID-19. The first being that 1 out of 5 people tested for COVID right now are testing positive, which means that 4 people who had symptoms or who thought they were sick with COVID actually tested negative. And there could be good reason for that. They could be testing too early and therefore they're getting a false negative. But until we have more tests, we really don't know that. It's one of the reasons why more testing is important. That's diagnostic testing, and there's a lot of challenges with that. But in the meantime, there's also something that we've talked a lot about, which is the antibody testing, these sero testings that are going to tell us if you've been exposed to COVID-19, but maybe never got sick. I want to show you this one headline out of LA, and the headline is really intriguing. It says that the outbreak in LA County was 55 times bigger than what the cases showed. But if you look deeper into the article, what it actually is saying is that when you extrapolate the data out, under 5% of the total population in that county had the COVID-19 antibody. This really matches my reporting from other sources that says, yes, the data may be incomplete at this time, but if you take what we have and you look at it for the entire nation, we're still seeing a small percentage of Americans either testing positive for COVID-19 or with some exposure. So this idea that there's this huge group of people walking around that have no symptoms or are tested negative but are really positive is not probable, statistically, at least right now. I know that's disappointing. It was disappointing for me to hear too. But here's something else I want you to think about. Testing is important during flu season, but testing does not determine whether or not we have a bad flu season. The strain of the virus does. And likewise for COVID-19, good testing is important, but it's not a magic pill for us suddenly to go back to business as usual. And sometimes it's being presented that way. The virus itself will determine in many ways our next steps. And while more information is better than less, we also need to keep it in perspective. My reporting led me to this conclusion. Good testing matters, but you actually matter more. The things you can do in the immediate, like washing your hands and not touching your face and, wearing gloves when you can, for example, or wearing masks and preparing for all sorts of scenarios. This is going to be good for your health and also good for your sanity, because we could be in a situation where COVID-19 can be contained as we move towards flu season and through flu season, or we might be in a situation where, depending on your community, you could see an outbreak of COVID-19 and be in some sort of state like we are now with some rolling stay-at-home orders. So all things to consider. Just remember, testing matters, but you matter more. That's smarter. Take care, guys.